Hey dads, hope you're having a good day. I know it's been a long one for me. And today we're gonna do arguably the king of rum cocktails. I don't know if it gets better. And there's so many drinks based on this one cocktail that you have to start here. And it is absolutely one of my favorites because there's so many ways to play around with it. This is the daiquiri. If you're new here, I'm Ben Sullins, a cocktail dad, and I've been a big fan of making cocktails for my friends, my family, and myself in a simple, approachable way for the past 20 years now. Not gonna get too fancy with everything on here. I'm gonna help you just elevate your drinking a little bit extra than maybe what you were doing before. So if you're new, welcome, and let's get into making the daiquiri here. This is, as I mentioned, basically the king of Caribbean rum cocktails. I mean, it is as simple as it gets and as beautiful as it gets. And from here, you can go off and just kind of explore the world in any which direction you prefer. I mean, it's that amazing. So this cocktail follows the 2-1-1 ratio I've talked about before, sort of the magic ratio, where you have 2 ounces of a spirit, 1 ounce of a citrus, 1 ounce of a sweetener. Sometimes you'll see 3/4, half, depending on how sweet the thing is, but 2-1-1 is what you'll hear people talk about. And we're gonna make this in a shaker, so you need a shaker like this. This is called a Boston shaker. Highly recommend picking one of these up. It's what I use for all my drinks. I see a lot of bartenders do this. The one with the little nipple on the top of it is called a cobbler shaker. It's a pain in the butt to clean, and you only basically get one cocktail every time you have to clean it. So not my favorite, not most bartenders' favorite, but it is pretty. So I get that. I get where you're going with that. Okay, rum, lime, and simple syrup. Pick whichever ones you like. I have a really crazy rum called Black Tears that I got. It is a Cuban craft distilled rum that I got at the local bodega where I live. You could do Bacardi, you can do anything you want. This is one of the ways you can really kind of mix it up, is by changing out which rum you want. There's really funky, wild ones, but you know, you'll find one you like. So get our shaking tin, our Boston shaker, throw some ice in. Success. And we'll just throw our ingredients in there. So as I mentioned before, 2-1-1, so we'll do 2 ounces of our spirit, the slowest pour in history. All right, 2 ounces of the Black Tears, Lágrimas Negras. And we need 1 ounce of simple syrup here. So you can kind of play around with this if you like it sweeter, depending who you're making it for. Okay, you can make the simple syrup or you can buy it. I like to make it. It's just easy. You throw 1 part water, 1 part sugar in a pot, boil it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds until it's dissolved, and cool it down. Easy day. Okay, now we're gonna squeeze some lime juice, and for this I use my most amazing, you have to pick up juicer here. Someone said it was from a World War II thing. I don't really know. It's found on a Navy ship. Has this convenient little spout, so you can just squeeze it right in there and then pour it into the, pour it with the spout. So cut these guys. We only need 1 ounce for this, but I'm gonna squeeze a few more. Might be making a few more than just 1 for myself here. So the lime juice is just ready to go. I'm gonna drop 1 ounce into this guy and we're good to go. I'm gonna save that for future cocktails. Maybe you'll keep watching. Drop this over here. I also wanna throw, I like a little bit of interesting brightness in there with the orange bitters. A couple dashes of that. I mean, this is where you can really play around with it. That's not traditional, but I like it. So get the Boston shaker going. You'll know when you're done because it'll be nice and frosty and a little bit difficult to move around. So you put your hand on the back, give it a bang. There you go. Now let's go get our glass, which depends on what you want to do. I'm going to do just a straight glass. So I'm going to serve it up without any ice. You can obviously mix it around and do all kinds of fun variations. You can blend this, you can throw fruit in it, whatever you want. I'm just going to do a plain one, but it is chilling, so let me grab that. So I've just got my chilled half low ball stemless coupe glasses. Come on, give me a break, all right? All right, so just gonna strain this guy directly into the glass. A little bit of ice chunks. I'm not mad at it, you know? Perfect amount. You could throw this on ice. Like I said, you could blend this. You could throw some fruit in here. The daiquiri that you've maybe had before, this blended thing that comes out of a machine that was made with a mix, that's not this. This is a beautiful, beautiful cocktail that you have to try if you've never had one, a true classic daiquiri. And it's kind of like a, I don't know, I guess you'd call it a rum margarita, right? Lime, simple, and rum instead of tequila. Yeah, that's excellent. So smooth, and it really depends on the rum and everything else. Do the fresh juice if you can. If you have doing a big batch, maybe you'll do something else, but I'm a big fan. And I think you should try it if you've never had one. When I first had a true daiquiri, I was blown away, and it became my favorite drink for a little bit too long. So, like I mentioned, this is very similar to the margarita, and that has to be my favorite refreshing cocktail of all time. So if you want to learn how I make the margarita and how I think you should as well, a little bit more sophisticated than your just straight kind of simple ingredients, but one that is beautiful and that all of your friends are going to enjoy and keep requesting again and again, you have to go watch this video over here. Now, if that video is not out yet, subscribe, get notifications, all that, so when it does come out, you'll be notified. Otherwise, cheers, dads. Have a nice night.